Really quick on that political conversation we had.
Oppenheimer?
Nope. Before that?
Yeah.
About people being temperamentally inclined towards certain politics.
Yeah.
This wonderful quote by Che Guevara that I love. He says, "How is it my fault that my heart sits on the left and my blood is red?" Right? On the political left and red because of communism. And it's just sort of this thing where he's trying to convey, like, it's not that I, like, came of age and had a smorgasbord of different political ideologies and I selected this one because I just kind of felt in the moment that was the best one. It's like, no, this politics that I have come from some deep fucking place within me. All right? I couldn't choose. You could not say, Brett, I'll give you $1 billion right now if you become a right-winger. Like, you could be a right-wing grifter for $1 billion and just say shit you don't believe. But I'm saying, like, just like asking you to believe in God, giving me any incentive in the world to actually get rid of my core values and believe these other, I can't do it.
I think about that all the time.
It would be impossible.
There's people inclined to that, and I think about that all the time, where there was somebody in the 1800s that would have been fucking perfect for the internet. They just didn't exist.
Absolutely.
Like everything they had,
Can you imagine?
Worked on, like, you know, grabbing attention and doing everything you need to do. But it was just like horses and like pig shit. They're like, fuck, man, I wish there was TikTok. Like, you know, but I think,
wonder what those guys did back then.
But I think that's the one thing. If I can be a big douchebag, is just like values over stand time. Like, I think people's brains are geared differently towards things that they're able to do, but values stay the same.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. And maybe the way you express those values or believe in those values or whatever, that might change, but the basic values are the same. And that's why I always told people, like, sometimes you'll see people, especially in this online era, where picking politics is like putting on an identity to try out.
Literally, the frames on Facebook is like, Black Lives Matter now.
And some
or
of
Ukraine.
Some of the most hilarious ones are like, all right, so, you know, tell me your political development. Okay, at 19, I was a libertarian. At 21, I was a National Socialist Nazi. At 25, I started getting into democratic socialism. And at 28, I became an anarchist. It's like, okay, you weren't any of those things.
Yes.
You were just trying on different masks.
Exactly, because you can't be that thing without the other.
Exactly. But my entire life, I was always drawn to politics, and I was always progressive instincts. Even when I was 15 years old, my introduction to politics was right-wing conservative talk radio.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people
start. For years of my life, I listened to that. Now, if I was just a blank slate, then I would have adopted those politics. There were no left-wing versions of it. I didn't hear a left-wing person in my life, really.
But you were a blank slate. That's what's funny. You were, in a sense.
Right, but I reacted to the conservative talk radio antagonistically. Immediately before I even knew what I believed, I knew that I don't believe what these guys are saying. I listened to them day in and day out, hours and hours and hours, every day. Working shitty jobs, like maintenance guy at a golf course and shit, I would listen to them all day. And, you know, if I was a blank slate, then those ideas would have been, because I wasn't hearing anything else, those ideas would have been conveyed to me and I would have become a conservative. But temperamentally, I was disinclined. And so no matter how much conservative rhetoric and propaganda I heard, even with a total vacuum of real left-wing propaganda, I was not exposed to that.
Oh, yeah.
I still was against them, even though I couldn't articulate why they were wrong. I couldn't even articulate what my politics were. I was fascinated by them, but I knew that I was on the other side of them.
But that's why